Welcome back, boys and girls, to the second match for tonight out of 3 total. It's going to be aAa versus Red Reserve in a best of 1, also here on Inferno. aAa securing the 9th round. They're going to be starting on CT side. I must admit, I hope this one gets a bit more interesting than the previous one. Yeah, I'm gonna get it started. As mentioned, aAa on CT side, Red Reserve on T side. Not any utility here. Well, actually a bit of utility on Red Reserve. They've already used it though. Nonek does have a smoke and a kit as well. Wayne G, he goes down up towards the balcony area. Wallix doing his absolute greatest, does manage to find one from the graveyard position. 3-on-3 situation. The bomb is getting planted on the A bomb site. 2 players in pit, 1 on site. Good stuff from Relaxer. Gustafsson and Bolton chiming in. I must admit, these names, they always confuse me with the names on ESEA. So Gustafsson, I guess that's, yeah, that's definitely Freddy Frog. That's his last name, so it only makes sense. Relax that, opening up nicely with the double kill. Wallix and Saibu goes down. Wayne G, will get the trade. Pleasant finding him. Nonik taking care of DJ down towards the bottom of Banana. Metal has taken a good amount of damage, down to just 3 HP. Not much hope for a retake towards A. Instead, just going to fall back, see if they can hold on to their weaponry for the upcoming round. Red Reserve, good early aggression over towards the A bomb site, pays off nicely, securing a good 2-0 start to the game. Reserve, they are going to go for the hunt here. They want to deny these weapons, or at least get in a position where they could potentially deny them, but they decide not to go completely for the chase. It's probably not the worst idea to just hold on to their own weaponry rather than giving anything away. This is going to be more or less the full eco here for aAa. Saibu with the Deagle. CSET 75 on Metal. UMP on Nonik. 3 SMGs on Red Reserve. I could potentially farm a bit of money in this one. It could also cost them. Borden opening up nicely with a long distance spray down on Saibu, catching his head in towards the apps. Pleasant finding the frag on Wallix and on Wayne G. Relaxer doing his absolute greatest to try and hold on to the frags over towards Banana. On Metal. Oh, that's a nice shot. DJ falls. That's actually a 1-on-2 now. This is doable for Metal. Granted, it's gotta be tough. It's gonna be more or less impossible. Especially considering that Bolton and Pleasant both in pretty good positions up close towards Middle. Metal patient waiting for the smoke to disappear. And just like that, Pleasant, good position. Bolton on the other side for the crossfire. Shuts him down nice and easy. Only 2 players surviving for Red Reserve though. And that is going to hurt their economy just a bit. But with that being said, they still have plenty of money to buy up. It's not going to be an issue. They got the orb already on Relaxer. aAa with the AWP on Saibu. Oh, Saibu through the smoke. How often do you see that? Bit of miscommunication here. Double smoke down towards bottom of banana. It's gonna hurt their utility going forward into the round, but a beautiful opening pick here by Saibu. I don't think I've ever seen that in an official match before. Just rushing through a smoke with an AWP at the top of banana. Finding the frag as well on DJ. Definitely a rare occasion. But again, he needed to make something happen, considering that he didn't have any Kevlar. No Nick getting caught out by the molly. I know there's sort of a meme with Stewie2K always rushing through a smoke, but I've never seen anyone do this exact push through a smoke with an AWP. That's what I'm trying to say. Wallix, that's a nice double. Wayne G chiming in with one of his own. Pleasant goes down as well. Relax are gonna be all on his lonesome, dropping the AWP with his life. And Metal takes him down, securing the first round on the board for aAa. As mentioned, considering that the first 3 rounds weren't as clean as Red Reserve would have liked them to be, that means that now their economy is already limited. Just a Sun, Bolton, and Pleasant all on AK-47s. You see here, Relaxa with the Deagle. DJ with a UMP. They do have a decent amount of utility. That could be what potentially save them in this one. If we just take a look at equipment, aAa should have the advantage for this round. Now with the utility in towards the A-bomb site, Red Reserve trying to find an opening, but aAa answers back with the utility of their own, covering off the choke points with the mollies and the smokes. Saibu yet again going for the aggression with the AWP, gonna take a bit of damage, but he's still very much alive. He finds one more on Relaxa. Bolton with a wild spray down, almost connects, and he actually finds the frag on Saibu as well. Very important. Managed to get in towards the side and secure the plant. Gustafsson, a decent position, but timing is not in his favor, and the reaction time neither is that. 2-on-2 retake potential towards that A-bomb site. Bolton sitting up close towards short, watching towards the archway. DJ sitting on the other side, on the back side, all the way behind the box. Will go down to No Nick, and No Nick does have a kit. Plenty of time for a defuse. Got the information about the AWP as well. Rushes back to pick it up. Another round on the board for aAa. Red Reserve, they do manage to get the bomb down, and that actually means that they could go for a force buy. It's not gonna be the best force buy if they decide to do that. So instead, they're just gonna buy some upgraded pistols, a bit of utility, hold on to some of their money for the upcoming round, and still give them a better chance in this one. Relaxa taking a bunch of damage, goes down to just 10 HP. The only player who didn't buy anything in this one is he's saving for the AWP. Bit of a slow start to the round here, only 40 seconds to go, but now going for the aggression in towards the side. Wayne, G, and Wallach Cyber chiming in as well. No Nick to the rescue. Finds one on board them. Another round in favor of aAa. 3-3, and 3 players staying alive for aAa. A lot of threes in this scenario right here. Even got 3 A's in their name. Now finally, Red Reserve will have enough money to buy up once more. They got a good amount of utility as well behind those AK-47s, and Relax are playing with the AWP. Metal waiting for a flash. Sorry, rather Gustafsson for Ready Frog waiting for that flash and getting caught out by Metal as he goes for the aggression without a flashbang. Metal having a bit of issues connecting the shots and Freddy Frog not reacting in time. It's gonna cost him his life. DJ up close and personal. Up by the corner towards B approach. Very quickly, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, I hope you guys are having a brilliant Monday, even though it is Monday, and Monday can be very tiring. Hope it's working out fine for you guys. I hope you're enjoying these matches tonight. As I mentioned, we have another one coming up after this one. We might have a bit of a lengthened pause in between the two. But next match on the schedule is going to be Stiffmeister versus the Bison at 10 o'clock tonight, so in 1.5 hours from now. Not much time to work with, and that's brilliant. Nonic denying the bomb plant as Botten goes down, finds the frag on Relaxer as well, secures yet another round for aAa, 4 in a row now, and Red Reserve on their back foot. Once again, their economy is not looking great. They are going to go for a pistol buy, upgrading their pistols, and that's going to be pretty much it. Got some of you guys, namely Dix in the chat, DIX, just to clarify, I'm not being rude, saying that he is watching this game during a meeting. Depending on what the meeting is about, I would definitely suggest paying attention to the meeting as well. They could be fairly important. I realized that from the past. Been doing a bunch of different things in meetings and missed a lot of the information, so pay attention to the meeting. That being said, I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. I hope I can make this match a bit exciting for you. But now it seems like aAa and Red Reserve are doing their own to make it exciting. It should be... Ooh, that's a nice boost. Dealing a good amount of damage on Metal. He goes down to just 22 HP. Bolton up close towards Boiler. Taking a lot of damage, goes down to just 5 HP. I was about to say he needs to be careful with your jump, but obviously he's got it under full control. Still 2 defenders over towards B, 20 seconds left on the clock. Relaxer and Freddy Frog gonna try and make their entry towards the B bomb site, but it's more or less mission impossible. Saibu going for the jump peek in towards the angle with the AWP, and Nonik finding the final frag of the round. 5-3, aAa taking a strong lead. Well, not that strong of a gap between the two teams, to be completely honest with you, but 5 rounds in a row. Good thing considered that Red Reserve picked up the initial 3, but they haven't been able to find a round since. So again, a bit of a slow start to the round here, but this time around it's going to be no Nick to opening up, or to open up the round rather, as Freddy Frog lost his life fairly early. Relaxer has gone down as well. Saibu looking for even more, will find it on button. Finds the third as well, looking for the quad, but Metal will shut him down instead. Freddy Frog disconnecting from the game. I am surely hoping that was an issue and not a rage quit. I've never known Freddy Frog to be a rage quitter. I've always considered him a very docile, not a docile player, that's a wrong term to use, but a very laid-back personality at least. Definitely don't hope that we are seeing signs of weakness and signs of depression is probably a bit harsh of a word. Issues, let's use that word. That's nice and open for pretty much whatever. He's back on the server now, and we should get it unpaused shortly. 6-3, 6 rounds in a row for aAa on CT side of Inferno. This gives us a bit of an opportunity to take a look at the scoreboard. On the Red Reserve side, we got Bolton sitting on 10, 5 for Relaxer, 4 for Pleasant, Freddy Frog on 2, DJ just on 1, sorry. On the other side, aAa. It doesn't come as a big surprise that Saibu is leading in terms of kills. He's sitting on 11. 9 for Nonik, actually doing brilliant over towards the B-bomb side. Metal chiming in as well with 8. 6 for Wallix and Wayne G at the bottom on 3. That's a nice spray down by Wallix. Beautiful double headshot. Saibu always seems to find an angle. When you think that's probably going to be tough to peek for him, he finds an opening. Time and time again. Oh, trying for the wallbang as well. That's interesting, to say the least. Relaxer will go down. 4 players surviving for aAa. Off to a brilliant start on their CT side. Initial 3 came in the form of 3 rounds for Red Reserve, but the rounds weren't that one-sided. 3 players surviving in the second, 2 players surviving in the third, and that meant that they didn't have that big of an economy built up from the initial 3. It also meant that when it came to the 4th round, they were already low on economy. They were lacking a bit of utility. They lost that one, and then they were on an eco. Since then, they haven't seemed to be able to find their footing. aAa just toying around with them at this point. This is an interesting setup. aAa with a 4-man stack over towards the A bomb site. Freddy Frog opening up nicely, finding the initial on Metal Pleasant, finding Wayne G. Wallix answering back. Freddy Frog, he's not done yet. He gets the triple as well. Down to just 20 HP, but it is Saivu. That being said, I think this is a bit too bit of a try that again. I think this is a bit too big of a bite, even for Saivu. The frog legs are not fully cooked. Freddy Frog still very much alive and sitting on the side itself. Saivu holding back over towards B, trying to hold on to the AWP for the upcoming round. And finally, Red Reserve breaking the streak, getting their 4th round on the board after 7 in a row for aAa. Now the big thing here for Red Reserve is they need to string at least 2 or 3 rounds together. If they lose this one, they would have lost their losing bonus, and their economy wouldn't be great. So they need to string some rounds together here. Change up the tempo potentially. Saivu opening up nicely, but DJ with the spray down and the transfer. DJ with a triple Metal. He managed to get 2 fully blinded. How? 2-on-2 situation. Relaxer with the AWP going for the peak from up the box. Now, the silver lining here for Wayne G is that both players are below 50 HP and both potential one-shots. Fake flash, that was a smoke. Relaxer, not falling for it. Takes the peak, finds the kill on Wayne G. 5th round for Red Reserve. As mentioned, they need to string 2 or 3 rounds together. Preferably for them even more. This is a good start. Potential of a comeback already. Or as LL Cool J would have said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. The flashbang works against him rather than with him. Metal actually flashing himself and losing his life because of it. That's unfortunate to say the least. I've seen a lot of people use the meme in the past of oh, he's an onliner or whatever. I see someone using it in chat right now as well. Ooh, that's a good kill from both them. I see someone using it in chat right now as well, and I just want to inform you that Saivu has actually already played on LAN. Just so we got all the facts on the table. 3-on-4 situation. Saivu switching it up over towards A, or over towards B rather, but it's going to be an A hit here for Red Reserve. A Wallix in a lot of trouble, sitting up by the graveyard, does manage to find one on Pleasant. 10 seconds left as the bomb goes down. Bolton finds the kill on Wallix. Relaxer in a good position with his AWP. 3-on-1 no Nick. Is he still going for it? Oh, he's just picking up the AWP. Definitely the best decision in my opinion. Red Reserve picking up the 3 rounds in a row, as I mentioned. Very important, and already back into the action. 7-6 after this round. Red Reserve doing their absolute greatest to get back into the match. And once again, while I have the opportunity, I just want to give a big shout out to those of you guys who are watching this game. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please consider hitting up that follow button. You're also more than welcome to follow me on Twitter. You can do that at official_GieTe. I'll post a link in the chat in just a few seconds. Metal is going to be all alone. It is a force buy here for aAa. They decide to go for a lot of aggression down towards middle. Pleasant shutting it down nicely with a double kill. Relaxer getting one of his own, and DJ chiming in as well. Mentioned Metal on his lonesome 1-on-4 situation. He's gonna fall to Freddy Frog. 7-7, we're all tied up. Going into the final round of the first half, it was looking absolutely brilliant for aAa. And now with this one, their economy is not perfect for this one either. That being said, they will have the AWP on side Boo. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with Wallix. There we go. Picking his nose for a bit too long, I suppose. Good aggression here from Pleasant, dealing a good amount of damage on Metal, takes him down to roughly 50 HP, but Saibu goes for the peek up towards Absen in the balcony area. Finds the frag on Freddy Frog. Relaxer taking a lot of damage from the molly. Wallix took damage from an aid. As mentioned, you will get the link to my Twitter in the chat. I have multiple accounts here on Twitch that I'm covering matches on, so always going to be tweeting when I'm live and what channel I'm live on. If you feel like it, hit me up with a follow. It helps more than you think. I would appreciate it quite a lot. Flashes and smokes in towards the B-bomb side and now going for the aggression. But Metal holding it holding it down nicely rather. No Nick chiming in as well. Wallix with the triple. Or the double, rather. And aAa managed to pick up the final round of the first half, making it 8-7 in their favor, rather than Red Reserve picking up 5 rounds in a row. They did manage to make it 4 in a row. That's already pretty good. A nice little comeback from Red Reserve. And we are just waiting for the players to ready up so we can head right into the second half. And as I've mentioned, we do have another game coming up right after this one, or not right after this one, but in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. That's going to be Stiffmeister versus Devisen, UKCS versus Germany. Players are ready for action, and so am I. I hope you guys are as well. aAa versus Red Reserve on Inferno in a best-of-1 for Mountain Dew League Season 27. Yes, you heard it right. Season 27. That's ridiculous. A massive shout-out to ESL, to ESEA, and to Mountain Dew for hosting this tournament. We're giving the players the freedom that they need, which means that the players are actually in charge of scheduling their matches themselves. It's a good thing for the players. Sometimes it can be a bit frustrating for us casters, as every once in a while we get a reschedule very close to the match. And enough about that. Let's get back into it. Good opening frag towards A by Nonic. A side completely open actually from the very get-go. A single smoke covering off Arch, closing out the two players. Wayne G, Nonic finding one each. Bomb has been ticked for quite some time already. Relaxer does have a kit. Wayne G not done yet, and just like that, Nonic, Wayne G, Metal, everyone chiming in. Wayne G and Nonic with a double. Metal with one. And Invictus, or rather aAa by Invictus, picking up the pistol in the second half. Probably the question I get the most often. I've actually been thinking about getting a bunch of different players and streamers to pronounce my name the correct way, and then making a little montage of it. Make it into a chat command. The way you pronounce my name is GieTe. A bit like cheat, but with a standalone G sound at the front. So GieTe. I appreciate you asking, and I appreciate you guys being here, as I've mentioned. I appreciate you tuning into the conversation in the chat room as well. Saibu, Wayne G, opening up towards the A-bomb site. Relaxer answering back with the Deagle. Saibu will finally take him down. A Metal incredibly low on HP, down to just 15. Saibu just above 60. Definitely an opportunity here for DJ and Freddy Frog. Potentially, at least make it expensive for aAa. Instead, they are just sitting over towards the archway, trying to hold on to their upgraded pistols for the upcoming round. And in the meantime, holding on to potential exit frags. That's not going to happen. (10-7). aAa extending that lead ever so slightly. This one is going to be the full eco for Red Reserve. Only two upgraded pistols that they held on to from the previous round. What's interesting to see here is Relaxer has not been able to keep too much attention to his economy, and that means that he won't be able to afford the AWP in the upcoming round unless he gets an ace in this one. Already a good amount of damage done towards DJ. Relaxer has taken a bit as well, down to roughly 50 HP. And now aAa making their approach towards the A-bomb site, or towards the B-bomb site rather. So many A's in their names that I don't know the difference between A and B anymore, apparently. Relaxer, the sole defender close towards B, he's still alive over there. The rest of the team trying to find... It looks kind of strange on the minimap right now. Relaxer will go down. I think they're just trying to make this one expensive for aAa. Trying to get in positions where they can potentially shut them down. That's not gonna happen. Saibu, Metal, Wallet. All of them finding kills of their... Ooh. Freddy Frog does manage to find the kill on Wallix. Unfortunately, that was one of the SMG players. So that doesn't matter too much. Actually, I think it's better for aAa that he goes down, which means that they're gonna have more AKs for this round. Just one more, as Metal drops his and picks up the MAC-10 instead. That's an interesting decision from Metal. Obviously, with the SMG, he's trying to find a close angle and potentially open up the archway, but instead he goes down without a fight. aAa completely focused over towards the A bomb side this time around. Saibu, that's a brilliant kill on board then. Goes down to Pleasant. Pleasant gets the double. Wayne-G will finally get the trade, but he goes down to Freddy Frog on the flank. Sorry, that was Nonik going down to him. Wayne-G will get the bomb plant, and that's quite important, giving the team a bit more money going forward. All three players approaching from the same angle, and that could be their demise. Wayne-G typically has a pretty good spray down. Get another smoke. Wayne-G lurking in that smoke, but Freddy Frog is ready for it. Knows exactly what's going on. Red Reserve picking up the first round in the second half, making it 11-8. Still in a 3-round deficit. Trying to bring it back. I see some of you guys having a bit of discussion in the Twitch chat. I appreciate you guys being active in the Twitch chat, but please keep it civilized. For God's sake, you should all know this by now. Keep religion and politics out of the equation and you won't have an argument. Simple as that. No one can agree on politics or religion, not even if you're got the same views in politics, you can't agree on it. Just keep it civilized. We'll be all good. Wallix is taking a good amount of damage early into the round. He's down to just about 60. Freddy Frog goes for the aggression. He finds the frag on Nonik. Wayne-G with a quick trade. aAa still not completely decisive on what they want to do. They could potentially go for some CT-B split. It seems like they want to go just towards the A-bomb site. Flash into pit. Molly as well. Molly is going to hit the mark. Pleasant getting caught out. Thrown out of position, but he still managed to find the frag on Metal. Taking a lot of damage. Down to just 5 HP, and surely you will go down to Wallix. Saibu now with the AWP looking over towards the archway. DJ trying the approach from this angle, but he gets smoked out. Bit of a gap in the smoke, and not that big though. Not as big as he should be able to spot anything through it. DJ falls to Wayne-G, or see someone in the chat mentioning that it's supposed to be pronounced Wanek. Appreciate you letting me know. I hope that's not a troll. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure you know better than I do. 12 to 8, yet another round on the board for aAa, and not entirely sure what that molly was all about. Lonik actually stuck in spawn because of that molly. A lot of you guys now chiming in and saying it's actually 1x, so I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. Together we will get better. Is that a saying? Can that be said? I don't know, I just did. Deal with it. DJ, Relaxer taking a ton of damage from those nades. Both down to roughly 30 HP. Goes for the aggression, but no Nick picking up both of them. Was Saibu's nade that dealt the most damage. It's a force buy here for Red Reserve. Now going for the aggression in towards that B bomb side. There's still one defender on B on the back side of it. That's gonna be Freddy Frog. No Nick reacting nicely. Does manage to take him down. Metal finds the frag on Pleasant, and that's... Okay, that works. Through the smoke, just tapping away. No Nick finds the frag on both them. What I wanted to say is that nade is so unfortunate. If your nade actually hits the water on the fountain in the middle of the site, you can stand pretty much right next to it as long as you're not in the fountain and you're not gonna take any damage. It's so annoying. I've seen it happen so many times. I've had it happen to myself when I play. Because physics. Full eco for Red Reserve. Saibu finding one. Finding the second. Wallix burning them with the molly. Fire and the flames. DJ left alone over towards A now. Flash. Catches him a little bit. Not completely blinded. Still in a decent position. Saibu is not completely sold that the A-bomb side is free. He finds the frag on DJ. 14th round on the board for aAa. They need 2 more to close this one out in strong fashion. Red Reserve, if they want to win this one in regulation, they need 8 rounds in a row. See someone being a bit confused about why I'm covering matches in English on this channel. And yes, you are right, I used to cover matches in Danish on this channel. But ESEA changed their casting privileges, I guess I should say. So now we're forced to cover matches on ESL partner channels. Which means that going forward, I will be covering all MDL or Mountain Dew League matches available on this channel. So if you haven't already, please consider hitting that follow button. Freddy Frog, that's a nice double. Does get traded out. 2 on 2. Metal up close towards the side going for the plant. Not entirely sure why Relaxer is still on B. DJ should have heard the plant. Should have called in it. Relaxer's gonna sit back instead and actually give aAa the... Well, put them on match point, rather. A bit confusing why Relaxer was that late to rotate. He should have had the information for sure. Yes, indeed, 15-8. aAa, they need one more round on the board to close this one out. Again, one more time, we do have another game coming up in just about an hour from now. That's going to be Stiffmeister versus Devisen. I hope some of you guys will tune in for that as well. Obviously, that also means that we're going to have a bit of an extended break right after this one, before the final match gets underway. Wanek opening up with a frag on Bolton. One might be tempted to ask if it's aAa. If you get that reference, you're an old fart just like me. Relaxa finding the trade to meddle over on the A-bomb site. In the meantime, the rest of aAa, they are gonna make their approach towards B. DJ closing down No Nick. Oh, Saivu almost hitting the shot through the smoke towards we used to call it Old Yellow. I believe most people call it Pool nowadays. Two-on-three situation, the bomb will get planted on the A-bomb side over by the default spot. One player playing on site, one in pit. Saivu is going to be the pit player with the AWP. Wanek sitting on the site, and Saivu trying to find an opening. Already up close towards the site. Now going to be DJ. Wanek with the double. Saivu with the final kill, just like that. 16-8. aAa takes a nice victory over Red Reserve. GG, well played.